Many salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of Maple Story lore. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. Ha 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 ha. Tonight, we are going to be hanging out in Minecraft, building some stuff, and going to be reading some story prompts from a story prompt or stories based off of a story prompt that I gave a couple weeks ago. We've been carrying on that same prompt for a while because there haven't been any submissions as of yet, but we did have at least one. So, for the Twitch audience, if you'd like to have your story read, use this command, the exclamation point, read my thing. And it will bring up a little message saying, getting my attention. And for the YouTube audience over here, if you can also do the same thing, where you go, exclamation point, read my thing, and it's in a second here, it should bring up a message saying, hey, that you have a story that you'd like me to read. It's around 1,000 words long and stuff, and you can have it read live on stream. So, without further ado, let's get over to the Minecraft world. Now, this is my own personal world that I have been working on. Yes, I am in creative mode. And there is, whoops, hold on. This is the prompt for the Twitch audience and for the YouTube audience here. If you look up for the Twitch audience, it's up in the corner over there. For the YouTube audience, it's up there. This is the prompt and the rules for submitting that. And yeah, I'll be working on, continue working on building this house up while we're waiting for submissions. So I do have one submission that was done by Jinx from our Twitch audience. So I will read that, but I will not get into it right away because we do have an ad break coming up for the Twitch audience. So we'll do a little bit of building and wait for that that advertisement break to go through, and and then we shall get on to it and do some reading. So thanks everybody for coming in. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. And I hope to see you in more in the future. Anyways, let's do some building. Now for this one, I actually think I want to do some interior building. Because I have been watching sporadically the Hermitcraft series. I think it's on like season 11 now or something like that. But one of them on there showed a thing where they were building from the inside out, which, Watt16, welcome. How are you doing over on the Twitch side of things? All right. What was I going to do? Yes. Anyways, following that line of thinking, there is a room I'd like to build, the library, where I'll be able to store up all the story titles of stuff that we've read. So, yeah, be sure and get stuff submitted. Pretty good? All right, cool. Glad to have you come and check it all out, Watt16. Now, right. Let me get rid of that, and then we need some. Ooh, right. Andesite. Polished andesite. No, that's tough. Polished andesite. Here we go. I'm gonna do a thing over here. So, as I said before, for the Twitch audience, there is an ad break coming up. I'm just kind of burning a little bit of time before that ad break hits. And then once that ad break has passed, then we shall get into reading the stories. So, Twitch audience, stick around for that to happen. But for the YouTube audience, we'll just kind of be going on through and just chilling here. So either way, glad to have you here. All right, let's get some of this and do that. All right. So we shall make, let's see, we shall make this the library. Okay. We shall go, let's see, how far do we want to go? I want to go 1, 2, 3, we'll go here. All right, cool, Watt 16. Thank you for the submission. And like I said, we do have an ad break coming up, so as soon as it's over, then we shall get into the reading submissions. So hang tight, and we'll be back after these massages. All right, so we're actually going to go somewhere about here. All right. Thank you very much, Watt 16. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oops. Okay. Doing a thing. All right. So then, okay. You know what? It's going to drive me nuts. Keybinds. Okay. There we go. Because I've been playing a lot of Satisfactory as of late, and the crouch key in Satisfactory is C. So I keep wanting to use that instead of Control for, like, especially since I'm in creative mode, the flying going down. It's really it's driving me bonkers, not being able to use that. Oops, there we go. Okay. The ad break is in process over on the Twitch side of things. Okay. And there. Okay, so now we shall make our library room. So what we're going to do here is actually, I'm going to attempt something that I had an idea I got kind of an idea for, but I'm not sure how it's going to look. So we're going to go, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it back because I'm already confusing myself. All right. Okay, so we'll go like this, and then... Oh, didn't want to do that. Okay. We'll grab you. Nope, you. And then... Okay, oops, no. No, that's not what I wanted. What would it be under? Ah, here we go. Oh, it's called a shelf. Okay, let me grab this and see what it looks like. All right, cool. Give me just a second here. I'm checking something out. I kind of like that. Can I play some? Can I play some here? Okay, no, that doesn't quite look like I thought it would. Okay. So we'll do this. All right, I think that looks okay. I'll kind of see if I can work it in around. All right. So let me get a something over here for you guys to look at on this side. What kind of table would you like to be looking at? Would you like to be looking at an enchanting table, a smithing table, a fletching table, or I can't use a fletching table, a cartography or crafting table while we do the reading? Actually, you know what? Let's look at an enchanting table while we do the reading. So, all right. So we have this story here from Watt 16. Let's see what we got over here. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can go into the writing office really quick. And can I... let's see. Will this work? Okay, that seems to work. For now. Okay, we'll get this over here for the Twitch audience. That seems to be working for the YouTube audience. Okie dokie. So, this, following the prompt of long ago, I was a hero, ... And this is by Watt 16. It's called Flash. Earth, 2987B, Keystone City, 2033. Joan, many things have changed since we last spoke. Dick managed to talk me into leading the mentorship program for the League. It's been challenging, but it's rewarding. Giving those kids a chance at having a normal life with their powers. There's one named Allison. You would have loved her. She's a speedster like me, but she has Barry's fascination for science and reminds me a lot of when Wally was learning to use his speed. God, I miss them a lot. I miss you, Joan. Oh, I see. Okay, I see now. Jay's phone interrupted him as he put the flowers on Joan's grave. Grayson, what could he want now? Jay, I'm sorry. I know you wanted to spend a day at Joan's gravesite, but it's Allison. She's in trouble. Meet me at the hall, said Dick Grayson. Jay zipped through the streets, going as fast as he could to reach the Hall of Justice. He reached the door completely winded. Being a speedster is not what it used to be. Recognize Batman, A02, Nightwing, C03, the computer said. Damien, good to see you. What's with the new suit? Jay Garrick asked. That's what we need to talk about. Damien has been undercover as Red X for the past 6 months in Central City, Grayson said. I've been working with the Red Hearts gang for a little bit, and I was introduced to someone that they've been working with. Jay, Deathstroke is still alive, and I believe Allison has a twin who also is a meta, Damian Wayne said. Are you sure? She's never mentioned a sister, let alone a twin, Jay said. Recognize Static B06, Blue Beetle B08, Beast Boy B09, the computer said. Good, everyone is here. As you know, Damien has been posing as Red X for some time. In his investigation of the CCPD and the rising of meta heists in Central City, he has learned that Deathstroke, aka Slade Wilson, is alive, Grayson said. Jay felt the lightning flow through his body as his blood boiled. It had been 3 years since Wally disappeared and 7 since Barry died, all because of Deathstroke and his dealings.
What did you want from Allison?
Jay asked angrily. Nothing. I know you wouldn't want her anywhere close to this. I get it. You're the only person who can get close to her, Grayson said. The plan is simple. During our next shipment, the Titans will stop it while me and Jay free any metas that are being used as forced laborers for Slade's organization. Jay, the twin, acts as his muscle, and she normally keeps everyone else in check, so you have to be the one to bring her in, Damien said.
Kid, I'm all for it, but my speed isn't the same as it used to be. I'm old, but I'll try to help as best I can. For Allison and her sister,
Jay said. Jay ran back to Keystone City, making it home just in the nick of time. He managed to sit on the couch and turn on the TV just before Allison's bus turned the corner.
Hey, kid, how was school? Jay asked.
It was okay. I accidentally used my speed to catch my pencil, but no one saw, so I'm in the clear. Have you been using your speed again, Grandpa Jay? Allison asked.
I have, and my knee is fine, just sore. Allison, I need to ask you something. How come you never told me about your twin sister? Jay asked. She froze on the spot, eyes watering as she tried holding back tears.
How did you know? She died when we were babies, so I never got a chance to really know her, Allison said, crying.
Well, I have news. She's alive and has been living in Central City. A couple of friends of mine are going to help reunite you two, Jay said, consoling her. A couple weeks passed before the meeting was set. Jay made sure everything was set at home for Allison when she got home from school. He grabbed his suit and dusted off his helmet. Still got it, he said in the mirror. Jay took off towards Central City to link up with the Teen Titans. The plan went smoothly. The Titans stopped the deal and now had to deal with Deathstroke. Jay and Red X started their job of freeing the metahumans that were being kept prisoner. As he was halfway unlocking a door, a huge metal desk crashed into it, nearly hitting him. Jay turned to see Allison's twin. You're her. You're Allison's twin, Jay said.
Leave my sister out of this, she said as she used her powers to throw another desk. Jay's speed was too much for her as she couldn't keep up. He kept dodging until he thought of a way of subduing her without knocking her out. As he finally thought of a plan, his knee gave out. Jay fell hard as the desk whizzed past him. So much for the legendary Flash, she said, lifting another desk. With a flash of blue and white lightning, Allison had run in and tackled her sister. Claire, stop! Don't hurt him! You're alive, Claire said. I am, and Grandpa Jay adopted me last year. He went on this mission to reunite us, Claire, Allison said, crying. Red X broke the door and instructed everyone to leave, interrupting the reunion. The girls helped Jay leave the building as he couldn't walk yet. He has transportation set up for you as well as the necessary paperwork back home, Red X said before using his grapple gun to leave. 4 months later, Jay and the girls celebrated their first Christmas together as a family, after Jay had settled and gone to sleep. They snuck out as the crime-fighting duo of Scion and Kid Flash. As they waited for a crime to happen, they were startled by a loud laugh.
I may be an old man, but I'm still a hero.
Okay, all right. So, from what it sounds like, this is in the DC universe somewhere along the way? I know who Jay Garrick is. Mostly from, I think it was, oh, what was it? It was, let me try to remember what it was. It was, Injustice. The Injustice 2. I think Jay Garrick was one of the DLC characters, so that's kind of where I got that from. And then I'm familiar with Damien from, I believe it's I can't remember what it's called. It's not like DC Dark or something like that. It's some other comic book thing, but where Damien is a kid trying to get like fit in with Batman, and he takes on I think it's the Council of Owls or something like that, or the Court of Owls. That's what it was. So that's where I got that from. But so where exactly in the timeline does it kind of fit? From what it sounds like, it would kind of fit in right towards, yeah, Son of Batman. Yeah, I think that's the one. From what it sounds like and what I know, which isn't much, it sounds like it would fit in kind of right around the... Oh, good grief. Hold on a second. I gotta grab the DVD real quick. Oh, yeah. So I think it sounds like it kind of fits in of the old Teen Titans cartoon, the original. Yes, I'm going to be that guy. I think it's season, like end of season 2, maybe even end of season 3 of the original Teen Titans cartoon, where Terra was quote unquote died, but like saved the city. And there was a whole thing with Slade happening. Earth with its own timeline. Okay. All right. I just kind of wondered because it seemed like it was... it kind of sounded like it would fit in somewhere in that timeline, but okay. All right. And yeah, I could just based off of what I know, I could see Jay Garrick being like a dad figure. Especially, at least the version that I'm familiar with of being, especially the version, since the version I know is from Injustice, the DLC character. I could see him being a good father figure. And the daughters that you were working, are they kind of like alternate versions of other characters as well? Because like I know what I'm thinking they probably are, but I'm not 100% sure that those are the ones that they're supposed to be. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm kind of liking that. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. So kind of coming at it like the angle that, you know, he may be old, but he's still got, he's still, He's still a hero at heart. That's kind of what how you're working it. The angle you're working with. Can't keep a good hero down kind of deal. Oops. Kind of like, and where he's like now acting more so like a mentor figure to other would-be heroes. All right. Yeah, that was good. I like that. So we'll get a little building out of the way, and then we'll get on to the second submission from Jinx. She is another of the... she's a Twitch audience member. Oop. And she wasn't able to make it, but she did get a hold of me to let me know, to ask me to read it. Oh, come on. So, get a little building out of the way, and then we shall get to her story. Oh, come on. Oops, that's not what I wanted. All right. All right, so yeah, we'll leave that there. And then we shall work on the inside over here. He was the other world version of Barry's father. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any of the streaming services that series is on. I kind of know bits and pieces of what that series has done with Flash's lore, but I haven't been watching the series in its entirety. Dude, you are really loud and really creepy when you do that. Okay, we'll get this room done. Or at least the floor to this room. And then we'll get on to Jinx's story. All right. Okay. Oh. There we go. All right. Alrighty then. So then, let us get to Jinx's story. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So let's get back into the writing office, and there we go. Okay, so this is by Jinx. Jinx Pixie, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head what her Twitch name is. But this is Jinx's, what her full Twitch name is, but this is her story here. So, long ago, I was a hero, but now I'm a mentor. This is a story about how William Anderson's parents met. Long ago, I was a hero, but now I'm a mentor. May 2nd, 1977. It was a quiet day in the hospital, and David mumbled simple math problems so he wouldn't pass out. 4 times 2 is 8, 6 minus 2 is 4, 8 plus 8 is 16, he mumbled, while leaning on his knees when he heard steps coming closer. Finally, David thought of relief, thinking that it's a nurse to get him, but was slightly disappointed to see that it was a woman with a boy who was around 7 years old. Tom, why don't you play for a while? A woman said, before sitting on the chair near David and took a magazine to read. David notices that Tom covered his right ear while playing with colorful blocks. So, an earache? David asked, making small talk. Yes, but he's very brave to come here, Grace told him and looked at the man. Were you an earache child? Yes, but I didn't enjoy hospitals as a child, David answered, remembering how he had spent most of his childhood in a children's hospital. It was so unfair to stay inside while the other kids played outside. Not to mention when the doctors had given all kinds of medicines for that. Grace looked at a man's hand, which was covered with tissue, which had turned into red. Let me guess. Cooking accident? She asked, where David chuckled. Yeah, cooking isn't my strongest part. Actually, that wasn't true. You see, David is a mentor to young magic owners who try to learn to control their skills and self-defense. On that day, one of the students had managed to hurt his hand by accident. The student apologized as terrified, while David had sat on a tatami and stayed calm through the whole thing. Don't blame yourself, David had said with a calm voice. Jennifer, make sure that the class will continue. Michael, I need a ride to the hospital, David told his coworkers, who helped him up. Before they left the room, David looked behind him and saw the same student sitting on the bench in shock. Make sure that kid gets help. I'll handle the rest of it. He lowered his voice where Michael nodded. Mr. Anderson, the nurse called him after opening the door. Well, that's me. Have a nice, David said and stood up, but stars popped in his eyes. Stay with him. I'll be right back, the nurse told Grace and went to get a doctor. Grace, what's wrong with him? Tom came closer, still covering his right ear. Oh, nothing, dear, nothing, Grace explained calmly, while helping David to sit. Before the other door opened and the middle-aged doctor called them. Miss Miller and Jones! Grace looked at the hallway, but didn't see the nurse coming back. And then she looked back to David, who leaned to his forehead and made her decision. She leaned down to Tom and looked at him in the eyes, where he had a curious look. Tom, I'm going to stay with this man for a while. Do you think you can go ahead and tell the doctor why we came here? Tom nodded his head carefully before walking to the doctor's room, who left the door open slightly. Go. I'll be fine, David tried to explain, but Grace already sat on the chair and started a serious conversation. Mr. Anderson, I have seen many accidents in my life, and I'm pretty sure that you don't want to get stitches on your head and spend a night in the hospital, she told David, who tried to make sure that he would be fine. Your kid might need an aunt. I'm a nanny, Grace corrected, where David raised his head. But everyone calls me Aunt Grace. David Anderson. Sorry, I'm not going to shake your hand now, he mumbled before leaning on his hand. Soon after that, the doctor and the same nurse came back with a wheelchair.
Do you have a telephone?
David asked after sitting on the wheelchair. Yes, of course I do. I'm the fifth Miller in the telephone book. I'll be home around 7, Grace told him, before they left the waiting area. Okay. Interesting direction on that take, but I liked it. All right, that's cool. Very well done. Jinx, I look forward to see what you'll bring to the next writing prompt. As everyone who is a viewer of this stream, I look forward to seeing what you all bring to the next prompt, which I shall put up on the screen at the end of the stream. So that way, we can have the prompt for the next one. And I will continue building over here while we're waiting for some more submissions. So stick around and hopefully we'll have some more stories. All right. So let's see. Okay. Whoa. Come on. Ah. Okay, there we go. Oh, that reminds me. We need to have some music happening over here. I don't really have control over what plays when, but yeah. We should have some Minecrafty music playing here shortly. So Watt16, if you're still here, what's your favorite comic book universe? I know I'm probably asking a loaded question here. I'm probably going to get all kinds of people who are absolutely fuming. I'm going to be fuming saying one universe is better than the other, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Or to anyone else who's here, what's your favorite comic book universe that you like to check out? For those of you watching on YouTube, if you're watching this later, let me know in the comments below. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now we're doing stuff. Now I'm streaming. I forgot to turn on the sound so you guys can hear me madly setting blocks down. Oh, I almost had the whole way. And I messed that up. Okay. Oh, come on. I had one good run and then now it's all going to pot. All right, let's see if I can get this one. Ah, no. All right. Whee! Right. Come on. Okay. Last row. Doot. All right, cool. So now we don't have this closed in yet, so we'll get this one going. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? Seems like the evening is pretty quiet over here. I bet a bunch of people are out doing their last-minute Christmas shopping or whatever. And if you are, just be careful, y'all. Things can get pretty dicey out there in the world today. Okay. Now we've closed in the hallway over here. It's kind of dark. But don't worry, we'll fix that here in a little while. Okay, so what we want to do is we're actually going to take this all the way up to here. Okay. First off, we're just going to fill in all the holes here so that way we can just look down from below and fill in the holes. All right. So then Just blocks being placed. Doo-doo-doo. Whoa, I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but my window went black there for a second. I guess not. All right. I was just checking over, like, I'm looking at the stream on different windows over here, so I'm just checking to make sure everything is still honky-dory. Okay. Do 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 do. There is one thing I'm actually going to see if I can do. I'm going to try to see if I can include the iron farm that I have over there. And there is a really neat kind of like waterfall thing that I saw somebody do in their world. It was basically doing like a Minecraft like factory setting or factory thing. And they had this really neat like waterfall looking thing that they set up with honey blocks that I actually wanted to try and replicate for the iron farm, or for my iron farm. Let's put it that way. Oh, right. I'm going to toggle it because my pinky is getting tired. There we go. Loo-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo. There we go. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I want to, there we go. Okay. So now we're going to take our shelves here. We're going to go 4 high like so. We're going to put them all over this wall. gonna get some mangrove wood. Okay. First I want to get this, and then I want to get some dark oak log. Yeah, I like the mangrove a little better. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then what we're gonna do, oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. That's what's going on. Okay. All right, so let me... I actually heard my phone buzz a little second ago, so give me a second, guys. All right. I was just checking something out, making sure I wasn't missing anything super important. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. Seriously? More. All right. And go like a this. I like the music. I think I'm going to do the same thing over here. Of course, not like this. No. Ah, yes. I'm gonna do the thing over here. Okay. Cool. Let's see, it's a little off center, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 6. Ah! Huh. They're spawning in the darkness! Oh no! Music is kind of like almost go well with one of the stories we were reading. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here to where I have my uber weapon for this sort of thing. I'll take care of you right now. Sound like Krusty the Clown. And don't worry, I'm not going to be using that for survival. That sword is purely for the creative mode over here, so that way I can just get rid of the monsters very quickly. All right. So do we want? Let's see. Let's do stripped mangrove logs. We'll go like this. No. Actually, let's go regular mangrove logs. Well, even then, I don't really like it. Let's see, what else have we got here? Let me think. Actually, you know, we've been using the acacia wood, so that's probably what we should do instead of the mangrove stuff. We'll use some mangrove stairs and shelves for something else, like to give it like a lazy boy. See if we can make a red leather lazy boy out of it. So that way we don't get too far outside of what we've been working with our color palette here. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Ah, no, we don't want to do that. Actually, what if we were to do... Dude is just standing there like, bro, what are you doing? Okay. And then we'll get rid of you. No, don't want to do you. Do you. Okay. And then, if we were to take some stone brick wall, maybe? That looks kind of cool. Yep. What do you think, chat? Should we have a wood floor or a stone brick floor in here? And if we do have a wood floor, what kind of wood floor should we have in here? Think this is going to be like a library. So what kind of wood floor, if we're going to have a wood floor, what kind of wood floor would we have? Okay, so let's put another 4. No. Get rid of you guys, because we're not going to be using you. And for the Twitch audience, we do have an ad break coming up. So if you are immune to ads, great. If not, well, you'll be back. So don't go anywhere. You shall be back after these massages. Huh? Okay. Dub Nubbit!
Alrighty.
There we go. Dang it! We'll get all the stuff out of here in a minute. At least all the stuff that's not supposed to be here. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to use some dark oak slabs. Create ourselves a little walkway over here. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Okay, so can't we, if we were to put... No. Okay, so then we're going to use... Let's see. What do we got here? Crimson fence? Pale oak fence? No. Got some dark oak fence up in here. Ooh, got some music, more music playing here. Sounds a little sad. Oh, that's why that was working. Okay, there we go. Now we got it working. Yay! Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what we're gonna do... So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna move this door over by 2. So that way it's centered on the room, and it's not gonna drive everybody nuts. There's like another YouTuber that I've watched sometimes. His name is Angori Tom. He does a lot of, at least of the ones that I have seen him do, he does a lot of Creeper World videos. I haven't seen his channel in a while, so he might have, changed up his content. He always talks about how some people they get angry in the comments of him doing a certain thing, and he always sounds like this. Ah! It cracks me up. All right. So we're gonna come out like this. And then we're going to grab you. Nope. No, not like that. Like this. There we go. Going to do is we are going to pop that one open and pop this one open, okay? Grab some ladders. Oh, we can't put it on those blocks. How unfortunate. Oh, and it just stops. Oh, okay, I see. I see what it does. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna bring this out like so, and then we're going to have the ladders over here to get up and down the bookshelves. Okay, how far did I go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wait. No. I just, like, moved the door over. I didn't actually center it. It's gonna... I can already see people screaming at me in the comments. Yes, I know. I am not a professional builder. I am, however, a professional entertainer. Oh boy, I had a really intense day at work today. I'm pouring a concrete slab. And that was a doozy and a half of a day. Especially when the way things started. Alrighty, so then we got this. Well, we're gonna do some more shelves. Oh, I did a pretty good job there. I didn't choke. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Following the, what is it, the library, in the fortress. Maybe not the fortress. Stronghold. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Actually, no, don't like it. We'll do this. Actually, what was it? Nope, not lasso. Let's see. Is it in here? No. Okay, is it? No, that's food items. Is it in here? A lead. That's what it's called. Okay. So I wonder, can we... Nope. Can't. Darn! I was going to see if we could, like, kind of cheat the system a little bit and put, like, rope stuff over here to kind of make it look like we have railings on the side here. But nope. Sadly, no. Okay, so we want you and you. Okay. Got that. Right, and then we want you. Okay, then... Oh, sweet. It worked out just the way I would have liked it to. Sweetness. Like I said, okay. Rather than obsessing about it, we'll get him out later. Actually, now that I think about it, we can put our first couple stories in over here that we had read tonight. I mean, I won't put the actual story in here because I don't think it would fit in a book and quill. Actually, hold on. Let me look up something. Oh, wow. I guess we could actually have the stories in here. Okay. Well then. I think that's what we shall do. So it'll take a little bit, but that is what we're going to do. We're going to go on the roof because it's kind of dark in here. So, first off, we need book and quill. Go grab a couple of these. Okay. So, then, what we're going to do, we're going to copy over the stories into the books here, and then we're going to put them in that library down there. So that way we can hopefully fill up the library with the stories that we've done here. So that way we can always come back and check them out later. All right. So we did have this one. Let's see. Okay. All right. So far, so good. No. Okay. All right, so this is going to take me a while to do, so I think I'll do this off camera. But let's see. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we'll stick it in the library. Okay, and then we'll come over here and take this one, and this one shall be now I'm a mentor. Okay. So I'll stick those in there for now. So that's what we got. Flash by Watt16 and Now I'm a Mentor by Jinx. Let me actually see what I'm doing here. So I'll finish these up later on my own. I'll put the stories in here, and then we'll as we get more and more stories, we'll fill up the whole library, so that way we have all kinds of stories to go with. To fill this up and continue on with different writing prompts and whatnot. But yeah. Alrighty, so let's continue on here. Putting all the things together. Okay, oops. Here we go, okay. And we'll do the next layer. Whoops. Okay. It just slots right in there. Nice. Okay. It kind of sounds like a door hitting, like when you swing it open and it hits the side of something. It goes. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Right. There's that all done. So then we go boop, 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 boop. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, and then this, we'll do that. There we go. Put the safety railing in. We go. Okay, do this. Okay. And then all right. Now for some lighting. Whoops, nope. Touche. Let's do some regular torches. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I was pretty sure I put in the command to basically halt time, so that way I have light all the time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Actually, I want to do this instead, because this is going to be supporting the upper level. Okay. Right. Doot. Boot. And boot. And then boot. And boot and doot. And we'll put one here and one here. And one here. And one here. Okay. So then, I want to see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. So 1, 2. Actually, I'll just go in line with the torches. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll have slightly fewer books here, but I think it'll look a little better. A second here. Okay, there we go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so if we go... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Nice. Oops, nope, I didn't want to do that. Doot, 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 doot. Oops. Forgot to put some torches on here. All right, and then down here, what we're going to do, I think we can do, is we'll put one of you. And then we'll put a lantern on those. I'm not really sold on the copper lantern yet. At least not for the design I'm working with. There we go. And then we'll take some of you. Put you here. A couple more lanterns. There we go. That's a decent looking library if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. So far, yeah, I made all of it. 2, 3. I mean, I didn't like do the whole mining the stuff and everything, but yeah, I did build it one block at a time. How you doing, Mama Rednecks? So yeah, this is going to be our library of stories. So far, I learned that you can actually write stuff, quite a lot of stuff in the Minecraft books. So what I'm going to be doing is all the stories that we collect for the writing prompt, I will write them down in the books here and then store them on the shelves, so that way we can have an entire library of stuff that we have read, listened to, and have read for the prompts. All right, so... Oh, I know it'll look cool. Okay, so grab you. Okay. There we go. And then... what I think we'll do... so we'll have some... we'll get some leather armor and some black dye. Okay, and we should... let me see. Let me get a bunch. Just so that way we can have. And we need I think we need a crafting table. Yeah, I do have plans for this, for the writing prompts. Just so that way, you know, we can have all kinds of books here and it's nice and open. And hey, look at all the story slots we have available. Hopefully getting people to write their, submit their stories. Okay. Now, another thing. Can I... here we go. Let's see. Let's do lapis. Okay. Thanks, Mama. Mama Rednecks. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. All right. So then... All right. Then... Oh, I can do it twice. Nice! All right. So now... Oh, wait. Dang it. I could have sworn there was a way to pose an armor stand in Minecraft. Give me a second here. I need to look this up. Oh, okay. I see. It's a little more complicated. All right. A little more complicated than I thought. All right. Oh, well. There we go. We got our guards. Actually. Hold on. Thanks, Mama. Mama Rednecks. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put some armor stands here instead. And then we shall dress them up. Cool. All right. So now what we're going to do, we'll clear that. We'll grab this, and we want a lectern. And we should be able to put this here. Okay. And then, okay, so. Okay, cool. So this way, we can always go in here and see exactly what is what's all in here in this particular bookshelf. So we'll add some more. So put it a little closer. Actually, we'll put them in front of our knights over here. And then we'll kind of figure out how to do stuff with them a little later. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang it. Get some shoes and some pants. Okay, there we go. We got our knights, our quote-unquote knights standing by. Let's see. Actually, you know what? There's something I want to try here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got here? Ooh. Here we go. Okay, so if we were to... No. Nope, that's kind of... Well... Yeah, okay. So if we were to do... Okay, so... Ah! Not quite what I had in mind. Not what I had in mind either. Okay. Nope. There we go. Then... No. Nope, that's not going to work. What can we use to, like, make a sword? Nothing there. Nothing there. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Oops, nope. Wait, can... Nope, can't give it to them. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's not quite working out the way I thought it would. We'll just leave these here like so for our thing. And then what we'll do up top, being that we don't have any room, we shall put some item frames up here that will hold our directory books so that we can know what is where. Go. Alrighty, so that is that. And if we come over here, darn. Okay, so that's where this one went. Okay, actually, what we want to do is we want to come over here and put this book over here, and then put these books here. These empty books, because they are not yet filled. So, yeah, that's what we have. Can we put these on the ground? Oh, we can. That's cool. All right. Well, we got our library started at least for all the stories. And we got this hall filled in, but we got the library started. I'm not sure I'm going to do the ceiling yet, but we got the library started for all our stories, and we made our first editions over here, which was Now I'm a Mentor by Jinx and Flash by Watt16. So thank you guys for your submissions. And so the next writing prompt, let's see, what'll we do for the next writing prompt? Let me think. The next writing prompt will be... All right, there we go. The writing prompt for this week is, together we can overcome anything except what you did. So, if you would like to have your story, your little short story that uses that prompt, be sure and write it over next week, and then come back next week, Friday, where we're going to have another session of writing and gaming, and I will read it live on stream. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw, and I hope you come back next time. So this coming Sunday, I'm really hoping to try it hard this time because, hopefully everything is not going to absolutely fall apart and just flop all over the ground like a dead fish. We are going to finally, hopefully, do the Ilium storyline in MapleStory. We're not going to actually be doing the class. We're going to be playing through it in the Grand Athenium, so that way we can just have pure story open to us. And then and that's going to be starting at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this coming Sunday. Now, on Wednesday, I have writing streams that I usually do on Twitch alone, just because there are things that I like to do and that YouTube doesn't really like when I do them. So it'll just be on Twitch, and I am going to be working on MapleStory, the novel Legends of Osyria. I don't know what chapter I'm going to be on because I'm still working on the chapter that's currently I believe it's chapter 8 right now that I'm working on. So hopefully I will have that out over the weekend so you guys can check it out and read it. And then while we're doing that, you guys can be working on stuff, or you can be writing along with me, or you can be working on something, or whatever. Doesn't have to be writing. And that's going to be starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. And then on Friday next week, depending on whether or not I'm able to play with PokePens, we shall either be starting at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, PM Pacific Standard Time. Be sure and check out my community section over on my YouTube channel so that way you can keep all in the updates and see what's going on for that. But that is where we shall end it. So, yeah.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of MapleStory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from MapleStory that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to wait. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you.